Have you ever faced a challenge so intimidating that it made you freeze in your tracks? What if I told you that the secret to tackling difficult tasks with unwavering courage has been guiding humanity for over 2,000 years? Stoicism is an ancient philosophy designed to help us navigate life's hardships with resilience and clarity. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to control our thoughts, accept what lies beyond our power, and live virtuously. It's a mindset that helped leaders like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca overcome some of the toughest challenges imaginable. When facing difficult tasks, whether it's delivering a high-stakes presentation, confronting personal fears, or making life-changing decisions, Stoicism offers a timeless roadmap to courage. Epictetus said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." This profound idea simplifies even the most daunting challenges, offering a framework to navigate uncertainty with greater clarity. At its core, this principle teaches us that our energy is best spent on what we can influence rather than wasted on what lies beyond our control. Before tackling a difficult task, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what's within my control? What isn't? This simple mental exercise can transform a daunting challenge into a series of manageable actions, empowering you to act with intention and purpose. It's about directing your focus toward the choices, attitudes, and preparations that lie squarely in your hands. Example: imagine you're preparing for a challenging work project. You can't control others' opinions, the unpredictable dynamics of team collaboration, or the final outcome, but you can control your preparation, focus, and mindset. You can choose to approach the project with diligence and adaptability, ensuring you're fully prepared to deliver your best effort, regardless of external circumstances. By focusing only on what you can control, you eliminate unnecessary anxiety and free your energy for meaningful action. This clarity not only reduces stress, but also enhances your ability to approach tasks with confidence and composure. Over time, practicing this principle builds resilience, allowing you to remain steady and productive even in the face of uncertainty. Seneca famously said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Often, it's not the task itself, but the fear of failure that holds us back. Our minds tend to magnify challenges, creating obstacles that seem insurmountable. Stoicism, however, teaches us that courage grows through deliberate action, not endless overthinking. Think of Marcus Aurelius leading Rome during war and plague. He didn't shy away from hard decisions or allow himself to be paralyzed by the enormity of the crises he faced. Instead, he broke them into manageable actions and tackled them one by one. This methodical approach enabled him to maintain focus and address each challenge with clarity and resolve. His leadership serves as a timeless example of transforming fear into purposeful action, a lesson that remains relevant today. When fear grips us, it's a signal to act. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. Each time we take small, deliberate actions, we pave the way for confidence to grow, gradually replacing doubt with determination. This process may feel slow, but each step forward strengthens your mental fortitude. Practical tip: start small. Break your task into bite-sized steps and tackle the easiest one first. For example, if you're overwhelmed by a big project, begin by organizing your workspace or listing out key milestones. Each small win builds momentum and confidence, helping you approach the next step with more courage. Use these small successes as reminders of your ability to handle challenges effectively. Take this a step further by celebrating each accomplishment, no matter how minor. Acknowledge the progress you're making and reflect on how it brings you closer to your goal. Over time, this habit reshapes your mindset, transforming even the most intimidating tasks into manageable opportunities for growth. Advanced practice. Challenge yourself to identify one fear-driven hesitation each day and confront it directly. Whether it's making a phone call, starting a difficult conversation, or initiating a daunting task, act on it immediately. This practice rewires your brain to associate fear with growth rather than avoidance, gradually diminishing its power over you. By consistently engaging in small acts of bravery, you build resilience and gain a profound sense of empowerment. Reframing fear. To take this further, try viewing fear as a teacher rather than an enemy. Fear often highlights areas where growth is possible. Reflect on what your fear is trying to tell you. Are you afraid of failure because it challenges your self-worth? Or does the fear stem from uncertainty? By interrogating your fears, you can uncover deeper insights and address their root causes, ultimately transforming them into opportunities for self-improvement. The Stoics used premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, to mentally prepare for challenges. This practice involves anticipating what could go wrong and developing a thoughtful response in advance. By imagining difficulties, you reduce their power to surprise or overwhelm you, allowing you to face them with greater composure. Modern application. If you're nervous about a public speech, envision the potential obstacles. Forgetting your words, losing your place, or encountering technical difficulties. For each scenario, map out how you would respond. For instance, if you lose your place, have a summary or key points handy to reference. If technical difficulties arise, be ready to continue confidently without visuals. Preparing for these challenges enables you to stay calm and focused even if things don't go as planned. To deepen this exercise, extend your visualization to include both the difficulties and your desired outcome. Picture yourself navigating the obstacles gracefully and completing the task successfully. This dual approach reinforces your confidence and builds mental resilience. Daily practice idea. Apply premeditatio malorum to smaller, everyday tasks. Anticipate potential delays during your commute or challenges in a work meeting. Preparing for these minor disruptions helps train your mind to stay adaptable and composed. When you anticipate challenges, you face them with calm readiness rather than fear. Over time, this practice builds a mindset that embraces uncertainty as an opportunity to grow rather than as a threat to avoid. As Seneca wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. Difficult tasks often seem overwhelming because we focus too much on outcomes. We get caught up in what-ifs, fearing failure or rejection, and these thoughts drain the energy and clarity needed to act effectively. Stoicism invites us to reclaim that energy by anchoring ourselves in the present moment, the only place where action is possible and meaningful. Mindfulness plays a central role in this process. When you focus on the now, the pressure of future results dissipates, leaving room for calm and clarity. Instead of worrying about whether your project will succeed, channel your attention toward the specific task in front of you. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to move closer to my goal? This subtle shift in perspective not only reduces stress, but also boosts your performance by fostering a sense of control over the moment. Practical tip: before starting a task, take 3 deep breaths. As you inhale, focus on the sensation of your breath filling your lungs, grounding you in your body. As you exhale, imagine releasing tension, doubts, and distractions tied to outcomes. This deliberate preparation centers your mind and aligns your energy with the present moment. Repeat this process whenever you feel overwhelmed. To deepen this practice, incorporate sensory awareness into your routine. While working, notice the textures, sounds, and rhythms of your environment. For example, if you're writing, pay attention to the weight of the pen or the sound of the keyboard. If you're presenting, tune into the resonance of your voice and the expressions of your audience. These small acts of mindfulness keep you grounded in the present and enhance your ability to respond thoughtfully to challenges. Imagine, for instance, preparing for an important meeting. Instead of spiraling into anxiety about how others will perceive you, focus on your preparations and the insights you bring to the table. When practiced consistently, this grounding technique not only makes difficult tasks more manageable, but also transforms them into opportunities for growth and self-awareness. To make mindfulness a habit, set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on how staying present impacts your productivity and mood. Over time, this practice fosters a profound sense of calm and resilience, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. It's a simple yet transformative way to find peace amidst the storms of daily life. Marcus Aurelius taught us that our worth isn't tied to success or failure, but to the effort we put forth. Detaching from outcomes doesn't mean you don't care. It means you don't let external results dictate your inner peace. Instead, it's about recognizing that your value lies in your actions and intentions, not in how others respond or the outcomes you achieve. Detachment isn't a sign of indifference. It's a way to liberate yourself from unnecessary anxiety. When you focus on what truly matters, your effort and integrity, you allow yourself to fully engage with the task at hand. This mindset fosters a profound sense of freedom, enabling you to act with clarity and purpose, unclouded by fear or doubt. Example: consider a student applying to a dream college. They can't control the admission decision, but they can control the quality of their application. By pouring their energy into crafting a compelling essay and presenting their accomplishments authentically, they shift their focus from the uncertainty of the outcome to the certainty of their effort. This perspective allows them to take pride in their dedication and appreciate the process as a learning experience rather than a make-or-break moment. To practice this principle, ask yourself, what parts of this situation are within my control? Redirect your energy toward those elements. For instance, if you're preparing for a job interview, focus on refining your responses, practicing good posture, and projecting confidence. These are factors you can influence, unlike the interviewer's final decision. This shift not only reduces stress, but also boosts your effectiveness in the moment. Shift your mindset. Instead of striving for perfection, aim for progress and integrity. Celebrate each small victory, whether it's completing a challenging task or overcoming a moment of hesitation. Each step forward is a testament to your resilience and determination. By letting go of the need for a specific outcome, you open yourself to unexpected opportunities and growth that might otherwise go unnoticed. Detachment, like any skill, grows stronger with practice. Start with smaller, less intimidating tasks to build your confidence. Reflect on how this approach impacts your perspective, and notice how your ability to remain calm under pressure improves over time. Eventually, you'll find this Stoic mindset not only reduces stress, but also transforms the way you approach life's challenges, enabling you to face them with calm confidence and a sense of purpose. Stoics saw failure not as defeat, but as a teacher. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Reframing failure is about shifting your perspective from loss to learning. When we fail, we have a choice: to see it as the end or as a stepping stone to growth. Failure often brings clarity, a deeper understanding of what works, what doesn't, and how we can adapt. It's through failure that many of history's greatest achievers honed their skills and perfected their crafts. Each setback contains valuable lessons if we're willing to analyze and embrace them. For example, failures can illuminate patterns in our actions, showing us not only what to avoid but also highlighting where our strengths lie. This clarity is often the hidden gift within adversity. Modern example: Thomas Edison reportedly failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He didn't see these attempts as failures, but as lessons in what didn't work. Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His mindset demonstrates the power of persistence and curiosity when facing repeated setbacks. His success was not built on avoiding failure, but on systematically learning from it. For your next difficult task, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience, regardless of the outcome? Imagine treating each failure as a data point, a piece of the puzzle that brings you closer to success. Reflect on what didn't work, but also on what did, even in small ways. Journaling about these experiences can provide clarity and turn failures into invaluable stepping stones. Over time, these reflections become a personal guide, showing you how far you've come and helping you approach future challenges with confidence. To deepen this practice, consider adopting a growth mindset. Instead of avoiding failure, embrace it as part of the process. Every misstep is an opportunity to refine your approach, build resilience, and uncover strengths you didn't realize you had. By reframing failure, you transform it from a source of fear into a tool for self-discovery and mastery. Practical tip: break down your experience into actionable insights. For example, if a presentation didn't go as planned, identify specific areas to improve, like pacing or clarity, and actively work on them. Use these lessons to create a roadmap for growth. Additionally, celebrate the courage it took to try. Acknowledge that every attempt, even an imperfect one, strengthens your capacity to succeed. Historical perspective: even Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, encountered failures in his reign. Yet, in his journal, Meditations, he consistently reflected on his actions and sought to improve. He viewed obstacles as opportunities for character development. Adopting this Stoic lens allows you to see failure not as a barrier, but as the training ground for greatness. Incorporate gratitude into your reflection. After each perceived failure, write down 3 things you gained or learned. This practice not only reframes your mindset, but also trains you to see value in every experience. By focusing on these gains, you ensure that failure becomes a powerful ally in your journey towards success. Before diving into the specifics of these practical steps, it's important to recognize the power of preparation. Stoicism teaches us that clarity precedes action. When faced with challenges, taking a moment to orient yourself, to align your mindset with your values, creates a strong foundation for effective problem-solving. This initial effort to ground yourself, inspired by the principles of Stoicism, can be the difference between feeling overwhelmed and approaching a task with steady determination. Write it down. Start by journaling about the task that feels overwhelming. Don't just identify the challenge. Break it down into smaller pieces. Ask yourself, what's within my control? Clarify your goals and identify the first tangible step you can take. This act of writing not only organizes your thoughts, but also transforms vague fears into manageable actions. Use this time to affirm your commitment to the task by reminding yourself why it's important to you. Visualize success. Take a moment to picture yourself not just completing the task, but doing so with confidence and composure. Close your eyes and imagine the process. The steps you take, the challenges you overcome, and the feeling of pride when you succeed. Visualization is a powerful tool to align your mind with your goals. Don't just imagine the outcome. See yourself persevering through obstacles and staying grounded in the present. Repeat this exercise daily to reinforce your mental readiness. Break it down. Large tasks often feel daunting because we view them as a whole. Divide your task into smaller, actionable steps that feel achievable. Celebrate progress after completing each step. Even the smallest victories deserve acknowledgement. For instance, if your task is preparing for a presentation, start by organizing your materials, then outline key points, and finally practice delivery. With each step completed, your confidence builds, and the task becomes less intimidating. Reflect. After completing the task, take time to journal about the experience. Reflect on what went well and what you might do differently next time. Ask yourself, what did I learn about my strengths? Were there moments where I could have been more prepared or focused? This reflection not only helps you grow, but also builds a record of your resilience and achievements. Over time, these reflections become a personal guide to tackling future challenges with greater ease and insight. Practice gratitude for progress. Often, we become so focused on finishing a task that we forget to appreciate the progress we're making along the way. Take a moment each day to acknowledge your efforts, no matter how small. This practice not only boosts morale, but also keeps you motivated to move forward. For example, jot down 3 things you accomplished today that bring you closer to your goal. Seek support when needed. Even the most stoic among us benefit from a trusted ally. Identify someone who can provide guidance or encouragement as you work through your task. This might be a mentor, a friend, or even an online community. By sharing your journey, you gain perspective, accountability, and often a fresh burst of inspiration to keep going. This week, why not take on just one challenging task using these Stoic principles? Start by breaking it into small steps. Focus on what you can control, and take that first bold action. Remember, true courage isn't about being fearless. It's about facing challenges head-on with strength and determination. Are you ready to take that step? Let's rise to the occasion together. Did this video help shift your perspective? If so, hit the like button and share it with someone who could use this wisdom. Let's spread the knowledge of Stoic courage together. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical insights on how Stoicism can transform your everyday life. Your support means the world and keeps this journey alive. Now, tell us in the comments, what's one tough task you'll approach with Stoic courage this week? We'd love to hear from you and help each other rise to the occasion.